Welcome to NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Johannesburg, South Africa, weighing 220 pounds, Leo Krueger.
Well, it was last week on NXT that Leo Krueger and Antonio Cesaro volunteered for the first annual Bo Dallas Invitational, if you want to call it that.
They had a match for the match.
They didn't even get to have a match. They were just so sick of each other. They went at it, and they just started clobbering each other in the ring. Bo Dallas subsequently knocked both of them out of the ring after they were just going at each other. And then it was a masked Sami Zayn who actually went in, pinned Bo Dallas, and is now the #1 contender to the NXT Championship.
The most shocking moment I've seen since I've been down here at NXT. The reveal of Sami Zayn beating Bo Dallas, sneaking into the Open, to the Invitational.
And his opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing 232 pounds, Antonio Cesaro.
Cesaro looking for his opportunity at the NXT Championship, perhaps. You've got to imagine this matchup, if the two of them can, I don't know, maybe there's a #1 contender in this matchup somewhere down the road.
Absolutely. These two are two of the top guys here. Both fantastic superstars here at NXT, and I cannot wait to see this match. This is like the stars aligning for us, and us getting to get a great match here on NXT.
And it was actually Leo Krueger who has had an opportunity at Bo Dallas. It was 2 months ago at the NXT. Whoa! Cesaro hot out of the gates.
What a way to start.
Whoa, ripping off the shirt of Krueger.
See, and they talk about ruthless aggression in the WWE all the time. That right there, that moment, the 2 seconds, that was ruthless aggression.
As I was saying before, Cesaro flew in there. Leo Krueger has had an opportunity, and it was Cesaro who was actually in a triple threat matchup with Sami Zayn and Leo Krueger and came up short. He thinks he deserves a championship shot more than anybody.
Yeah, he wants opportunity. Now it's time to step up and prove he deserves it.
Krueger dumping Cesaro outside the ring.
Krueger, another guy that's hard to talk to in the back, preparing for a match, 30 minutes. Krueger, ta. Krueger, ta. And with every breath, just getting more intense.
He's proved that he will stop at nothing. He's relentless, and he's reckless to begin with.
Have you seen the screen of him before he comes out? The thing that's over him as he enters, the face that he has. It's so distorted and so crazy.
I had a chance to speak with Antonio Cesaro earlier, and he was saying that the ultimate embarrassment that I can think of would be walking out of NXT someday with the NXT Championship as a main roster superstar.
Yeah, it would be embarrassing for NXT, you're saying, for Bo Dallas. Yeah, I mean, that's an ultimate insult to come down here after you've already been on top of the WWE. There's really no point to that, and if I was the NXT champion, I would defend it with my last breath. That would never happen.
Some creativity there from Leo Krueger, using every corner of this arena, it seems. Cesaro coming back in here on Krueger. We've seen what Cesaro has done here on NXT, the 2 out of 3 falls match against Sami Zayn. He has thrived here. He is constantly looking for more competition, and what better breeding ground for competition than NXT?
Yeah, and I say this a lot about Cesaro.
Ooh.
I don't know if he's the best, but I don't know many better than him.
Cesaro breaks the hold at 3. I mean, Leo Krueger, we've mentioned before, had his opportunity at the NXT Championship against Bo Dallas. Do you think he deserves another one if he knocks off Cesaro?
Absolutely. I think me and you called that match together. It was one of my first matches down here, and it was a barn-burning match. I remember saying, I don't have a favorite in this, but I didn't want him to tap. Leo Krueger was in hold. I didn't want him to tap because I didn't want it to end.
You never want the match to end. You want the fourth quarter,
I could
fifth
sit out
quarter.
here all night and tell jokes with you if it came down to it.
Ooh. And Cesaro, this is the pace he likes. We've seen this time and time again here down in Orlando. Likes to slow it down and break you from the inside out.
Yeah, and I have a lot of respect for Cesaro. There's nothing that he doesn't do as a superstar here. He covers every basis of hard work there is.
Oh. Leo, whoa, counters the suplex. Nice one there.
Great counter.
Leo looking to create a little bit of breathing room here. The South African Hunter. Some people have called him a wild man down here on NXT, and the NXT coaches think he has tremendous potential at the next level.
Absolutely, and if you're watching this match, you can tell he's a great striker. He's got a nasty streak, which is very important here in the WWE and NXT. So sky's the limit for Leo Krueger.
Why do you think Bo Dallas wouldn't let them compete in the Bo Dallas Invitational?
It wasn't necessarily Bo Dallas who didn't let him compete. They were beating each other up on the side of the ring trying to get in there. And, I applaud Bo Dallas for giving an invitational open sort of tournament here at NXT. I think it's great.
Cesaro off of Krueger. Oh, wow, what a big European uppercut. Krueger might be out cold. Hook to the inside leg and the kick out from Krueger.
And this is a piece of insight that I can bring here, and it's very interesting to me as well. I get an opportunity to talk to guys like Dolph Ziggler, the show-off, okay?
Another cover from Cesaro looking to put away Krueger. Krueger gets the shoulder up.
And he told me one time that Antonio Cesaro is a better wrestler than me. I can't even tell you how big that is for Dolph Ziggler, a former world heavyweight champion, to say that about another talent.
Come on, Krueger, huh? What you got? Come on. Huh?
Oh! Rattling the spine of Krueger. Cesaro with another cover here, and Krueger stays in it.
The thing I've noticed about Krueger, being down here and watching him, he's got a lot of heart, this guy. A lot of people think he's crazy, and he does things that are a little out of the ordinary.
Wait a minute. How often do we see Antonio Cesaro go high risk? That's probably why.
But he's a fighter, and he'll hang in there till his last breath.
Cesaro in a really bad position here. Krueger trying to set up something here. Could it be? Superplex! Wow!
Using the ring as leverage.
Can Krueger topple Cesaro? Find out as NXT rolls on. Welcome back to NXT, and Antonio Cesaro knocked loose from the ringside by Leo Krueger.
Yeah, we're in for a war here, I'll tell you right now.
Whoa! Krueger diving outside the ring, and this is just the beginning of our night. Not to mention our main event, the artiste, Aiden English, is going to go one-on-one with Rob Van Dam.
I cannot wait for that. I love RVD, but I am crazy about the artiste. I will tell you so much about this guy. There's so much potential here.
First of all, we got to see how Krueger and Cesaro turn out here. These two have been at each other's throats for the past week, just itching to get their hands on each other after both were... Oh! Huge spine buster there.
Love that move.
Both were essentially discarded, I guess is the word, from the Bo Dallas Invitational by the NXT champion.
Yeah, and again, I mean, who's going to tell him he's the champ? Who's going to tell him that it isn't in the rules? I mean, it's his open.
Leo looking to build up a head of steam, and Cesaro gets himself outside the ring to regroup.
Ring awareness, veteran move. Always say it, veteran move. Difference between being a rookie and a pro.
And this is where Krueger thrives. Outside the ring in the open space. Oh, wow. Shoulder first into the steel ring steps.
said it before, I said it last week. Sometimes it's not the moves you do or the strength you have. It's knowing when to get out of the way.
And the official has begun his count. Cesaro perhaps hoping for a count out in this match.
Yeah, there's no way that's going to take care of Krueger.
Krueger rolls back in. Whoa, and again, Antonio Cesaro just using his brute strength to throw around Krueger.
Whoop. Oh! Tom, I can tell you, that hurts. That part of the ring right there, the whole ring is made of wood underneath, but right there is so stiff, it hurts so bad to take that move.
The referee's count at 4 now. Cesaro just biding his time. Krueger finally back into the ring, but still not on his feet. And again, Cesaro tosses Leo outside. Where is Cesaro going with Leo Krueger?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, the boom as he hit that ramp.
It rattled the desk. You could feel it.
The official now at 2, beginning his count yet again. Cesaro confident that this has done it.
And as a WWE superstar, you never want to lose a match on a count out. You feel cheated. He's got to get up and get back in the ring, and I believe he will. I know Leo Krueger. I've seen him a lot. He's got a big heart. He's going to find a way to get back into this thing.
The referee now at 7. Krueger crawling hand and knee back to the ring. Can he get there in time? Yes!
There you go.
Cesaro looks stunned. He can't believe it.
And Cesaro, Tom, he's got to be getting frustrated here a little bit. It's been, I want to say, 10, 12 minutes in this thing, and he just can't put Leo Krueger away. And remember, he's a WWE superstar.
And it's all about degradation at this point for Antonio Cesaro. He doesn't care if you want to get back in the match and, oh, you're showing resilience. He just wants to pound away on every opponent he finds.
Yeah, he wants to come down here and disrespect everybody, get his hands on the NXT title and rub it in everybody's face, bring it up to the WWE. Oh. No.
Those ferocious European uppercuts. A tremendous flurry coming from Cesaro. Oh, again to the back of Krueger. This one could do it. Cesaro's got the shoulders down. Krueger's still alive.
When you talk about having a sore back riding in a car for 3 hours, can you imagine that? Can you imagine a normal human being going through something like that?
He's already been planted on the apron, then the ramp leading into the arena, and now time after time, not to mention the shoulder into the steel ring post.
This could be it. He's locking in the neutralizer.
Whoa! Krueger battling out of the neutralizer. We rarely see that.
That was a must-have counter right there by Leo Krueger, and now we always talk about the dynamic of this thing, creating space. Now he's got it. Let's do something with it.
Cesaro, full bore, gets caught. Oh, wow! Another European uppercut. Here's the cover. Krueger's down. Krueger's still in it.
How is Leo Krueger kicking out of this? I mean, every uppercut is better than the first, and he's thrown 12 of them.
This guy's nuts. He's not going away at all.
Yeah, Cesaro's getting frustrated. Mental toughness, buddy. It's just as important as physical.
This is a guy who grew up in the bush in South Africa. I don't think he's really going to quit anytime soon. Yeah. Cesaro from behind, that shin lock he so loves. Just trying to wear down Krueger, keeping him away from the ropes.
Oh, and look at the heart. Look at the stamina to hang in there. He's got a rear chin lock on him, but he's also got his legs wrapped around his waist, so it's applying more leverage and more pressure to the throat of Leo Krueger.
Krueger's still holding on, still conscious. We can see him gripping at the tremendous biceps of Antonio Cesaro.
He might pass out here. This is tough. This is a hard one to get out of. It's like a boa constrictor.
And we can see, oh my gosh. We can see his hand there.
See the saliva. I mean, that's not on purpose, man. That's bad situation stuff.
Starting to show signs of life. Thrashing
there
about.
You go.
Oh, wow. Clobbered by Cesaro. Cesaro.
No.
Into the neutralizer. He got it. Antonio Cesaro coming up with the win, but you can't say enough about what Leo Krueger went through in this match. So much pain, so much of the assault was focused on his back and skull, and somehow, time after time, he hung around.
And just look at Cesaro. I mean, he's barely standing right now, so that just is a testament to what Leo Krueger did in this match and the journey he took Cesaro on. I mean, he was a tough opponent, and man, this solidifies it for me. Leo Krueger has got a huge heart here, and he's one of the top guys, man. I would not want to be in the ring with him.
Well, Cesaro might not be done. Oh, knee to the face of Krueger. The bell is rung completely unnecessary. Let's take a look back here. Leo Krueger looked like this might have been put away early, but the neutralizer reversed. We rarely see that.
Must-have counter right now, and then the lift. Always talk about the
strength.
Oh! And the impact of the uppercut. Probably the 13th one at that point that he's taken and still kicked out.
And then finally, going for yet another neutralizer, and Leo Krueger finally put away by Antonio Cesaro, one half of the Real Americans. And then this, after the match. Just because it's over doesn't mean it's over.
Flying knee drop from what, 9-10 feet in the air on your throat? I mean, even I'm Leo Krueger, and I didn't exactly win this match, obviously, but I'm proud of that effort. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot, and I'm proud of Leo Krueger tonight.
The spotlight's been set as the artiste takes on his toughest role yet as he goes up against WWE superstar Rob Van Dam. RVD meets the man of sophistication, Aiden English, tonight.
The following contest is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing from the Queen City, accompanied to the ring by Bailey, Charlotte.
Welcome back to NXT, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in Orlando, Florida. I'm Tom Phillips, joined ringside by WWE superstar Alex Riley. And once again, Miss Renee Young, thank you for joining us.
It is a pleasure to be out here with you, gentlemen.
You say Renee 2 weeks in a row, huh?
I know.
What do I owe the pleasure to? You little Renee, a sunshine.
We're working it out. Right. All good.
We're set for Divas action right now. Charlotte, one-on-one here with Santana Garrett. Santana looking to make a name for herself here. If she can knock off the daughter of the Nature Boy, that'd be quite the accomplishment.
It's a pretty big opportunity to be able to come in here to NXT and have a match against Charlotte right away.
Charlotte has shown over the past few weeks what kind of an athlete she really is. And then the question in the back there is Bailey weeks ago had a matchup against Sasha Banks, and it was just a very volatile situation with Sasha Banks and Summer Rae at ringside, and it's just difficult.
Certainly, but to have Bailey down there at ringside, I think, you know, it's nice to have someone there to encourage you, especially someone like Bailey who's such a big fan of WWE, and knowing that Charlotte is Ric Flair's daughter, she's in her corner.
So far, Charlotte showing off that athleticism here. We just saw a great match with Antonio Cesaro and Leo Krueger. Still so much more to come tonight. Rob Van Dam is in the building for our main event. Charlotte, ooh, Santana Garrett looking to show what she can do to the NXT officials.
She looks good.
Now, we do know that Charlotte is trying to separate herself from her dad, Ric Flair. I mean, she was very upset with an article that WWE.com ran, just comparing her, saying Ric Flair's daughter.
Here's the cover by Garrett. Garrett, oh, Charlotte manages to kick out.
And Renee, that's awesome to me, okay? That's really cool, because I've known a lot of second-generation superstars that have come up to that, and for her to be that vocal.
Take a look at this.
What's happening here?
Summer Rae and Sasha Banks coming down to the ringside as Santana Garrett has things locked up in the middle ring with Charlotte.
There's no way that this can end well.
Renee, you have to stay here. You can't run the ring and jump anybody. I know you're getting frustrated and upset, but
I do get
as
upset
for right
with this.
now, you got to stay with us.
Being a woman, I don't like seeing other girls going down there and being mean girls at ringside. Nobody needs that. These girls are just trying to have a good, clean match. And then you had Summer Rae and Sasha Banks. Those queens are trying to run this place.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Bailey trying to fire up the NXT universe here for Charlotte. Still stuck there in the middle of the ring with Santana Garrett. You can see the mean girls, if you described them there on the ringside. I mean, they're just bullying.
They are. Yeah, to see them there mocking and pretending they're having a good time, even mocking
Shoulders
the
down,
WWE
here's the
universe.
cover. Santana Garrett kicks out.
To the contrary, if you're a professional, you got to be able to ignore things like that.
Fair enough.
Ooh. A Nature Boy-esque, chop there.
I'm just saying from things that I've seen in the locker room to have these girls now bring this out to ringside.
Charlotte, look at that cover. Oh, Garrett kicks out. Look at Sasha Banks over there on the steel step. Oh, Garrett.
Quick one.
Garrett with the cover, shoulders down. Charlotte escapes. Charlotte looking to put this thing away. Oh, face first goes Garrett.
Look at the athleticism.
An
of
amazing
Charlotte.
strength.
Wow.
Charlotte's got plenty of energy to spare.
I like it.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Charlotte with a cover here. Charlotte gets the win.
Very inventive.
Here is your winner, Charlotte!
Boy, great showing from Charlotte. Had Bayley in her corner. These two have become such great friends.
Bayley runs in with the hug.
The
Classic
Flair
Bayley.
family, and it really didn't matter having Summer Rae and Sasha Banks at ringside.
I'm actually very surprised by that. I would have thought definitely they would have gotten away. So kudos to them.
Pros. And Renee, you almost got involved. You know, don't lie. I saw the look in your eye.
I
Yeah,
jumped,
there you
but
go.
I hesitated. You can't hesitate in this business, and I did.
Now. This message is for every diva in the back of the locker room. I just want to make it crystal clear that you know who the first lady and who the boss of NXT is. See, in front of you, you have a couple of beautiful, fierce females, BFFs. And we are gonna run NXT and all of the WWE. And now that Paige is officially out, thanks girl, there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Wait a minute. Oh, there's Paige, the NXT Women's Champion.
Don't call it a
She had to
comeback.
come out here. She needs to make this right.
Ooh, going right after Sasha Banks. Summer Rae now coming into the rescue for her BFF.
These girls had it coming. I think Paige is in the right here.
Paige is furious. In comes Sasha Banks now in a 2-on-1 attack.
The history between these three girls. Oh.
Listen to this crowd.
Wow.
They got what they wanted. Here
On
comes
command.
Emma.
Emma makes it down.
Emma fending off the wolves. Summer Rae and Sasha Banks may have ripped Paige to pieces if it weren't for Emma.
Motivation is everything. Motivation is gonna make you better than the guy next to you that is not motivated enough to do it. Motivation is reaching deep and pulling it out. And knowing that you can do anything because you're ready, you're prepared. It's not about what you've done in the ring. It's what you've done to get there. My name's Mojo Rawley. I don't get up. I stay up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing by to get the reaction of Summer Rae and Sasha Banks. Paige's return seemed to embarrass you two, and I wanted to.
Timothy, I'm the first lady of NXT. This right here, she's the new boss lady of NXT. And we don't get embarrassed. We get even. Paige and Emma think they're so great. I challenge them. I challenge them to a tag match next week. Why don't you go tell them that? Do something about it. While you're at it, fix your tie. Go. Disgusting. Ask them.
Thank you.
Bye. Please. Embarrassed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NXT, and we are set for singles action here in Orlando, Florida at Full Sail University. Danny Burch set to go one-on-one with a newcomer.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from London, England, weighing 213 pounds, Danny Burch.
Welcome back to NXT here. We're set for singles action, but first, Alex Riley, what we just saw from Sasha Banks and Summer Rae, I mean, they were trying to drive a wedge between good friends in Paige and Emma.
Yeah, and Sasha Banks calling herself the boss. I'd like to see her in a power suit. You know, if she wants to take that role, let's go, bring.
I don't get hype. I stay hype.
And his opponent from Alexandria, Virginia, weighing 290 pounds, Mojo Rawley.
It's here, Alex, the debut of Mojo Rawley. Boundless energy in this man.
How could you not be excited for this guy?
Former University of Maryland Terrapin football player, played in the National Football League here in America for the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. This guy is just all fired up.
And when I
every
see
time.
that, man, I see potential. Sky limit potential. 280 pounds, 290 pounds, and can move with the middleweights.
Just him sprinting around the arena. Looks like the athletic ability is unbelievable.
This is a very important sport. You got to have a motor. You got to be one of those guys that can go all night, and he's one of these guys.
I spoke to him earlier tonight about his debut. He said, I don't get hype, I stay hyped. He also told me that he holds 11 strength records at the University of Maryland.
Yeah, and I don't doubt it. I mean, the way he's put together, you know, all the weights in the right spots, and I don't doubt he can move some weight around.
Meanwhile, he's got quite the heavy package right now here, and Danny Burch, the West Ham football thug. This is a great matchup size-wise for Mojo.
A pint and a fight is a good British night.
Danny Burch.
Hard to disagree with that, actually.
Absolutely. Danny Burch has proved time and time again due to his upbringing in London that he will stand his ground, but Mojo Rawley is a completely different animal. He can do so many different things in the ring.
And remember, this is this guy's first match.
Burch with the cover here. Mojo kicks out at 2.
I mean, by time, if he does get the opportunity to get up there, he's going to have hundreds of matches. I mean, I can't speak enough about his potential.
Danny Burch seasoned here on NXT. I don't think he really cares if he's making his debut. What better way than to knock a guy off on his debut?
Nor should he. I mean, everybody's out there on their own dime, fighting for themselves.
Mojo dropped to his back. Oh. Danny Burch coming on strong here with the newcomer. Here's another cover. Hook to the leg, and Mojo stays alive.
Yeah, and both these guys, ex-football players. Different sports, but both call them football.
I talked to Danny Burch earlier, and he said, even though Mojo Rawley went to a fancy college, that doesn't mean he's smarter than me. Mojo Rawley got his bachelor's and his master's from the University of Maryland in just 5 years. Extremely impressive.
Yeah, well, some say anybody can read a book and recite knowledge. Street smarts.
Burch, look at it come back. Oh, Mojo, big shoulder there. Oh. Shades of that football pass.
And all those look like they hurt.
Here he comes, three-point stance. Oh, look at the elevation that he's getting. Ooh. Wow. Mojo all hyped up. Oh! Here's the cover. Burch is down. Mojo gets the win.
Huge win.
Alex Riley, the debut for Mojo Rawley. What'd you think?
I mean, first of all, the energy's infectious, and it's so cool to see this, man. A rookie, a true rookie here on NXT, having his debut on NXT and winning his debut. Let's take a look at him laying it down.
Oh, I think that was a rear view right there, but still. Tremendous athletic potential and all the elevation, all that weight coming down on Danny Burch.
Good athlete, good athlete.
Crushing the chest. Mojo Rawley, impressive in his debut here on NXT. I think he's still got more in the tank.
Stay hyped.
All right, Emma, I really didn't need your help out there. I could have taken him by myself. Okay.
Oh, it didn't look like that because you were down on the ground and they were taking the
Shut up,
load.
Emma. I was
Paige and
winning.
Emma, I must interrupt. A challenge has been issued. Summer Rae and Sasha Banks want to face you two in Divas tag team action next week on NXT. What's your reaction?
Oh, they did they? Well, I certainly didn't like having bubble solution thrown in my eyes. Tony.
Yeah. Well, Emma, I certainly didn't like getting hit from the back by Sasha Banks. Okay? So, Tony, challenge
accepted.
Right. But I'm gonna win because I'm the champ, so you're just
Not
there.
for long.
You're just there to ride
It's
my
okay.
coattails. It's fine.
For now, Paige, just for now.
Emma, I'll hurt you.
Yeah, right.
The spotlight's been set as the artiste takes on his toughest role yet as he goes up against WWE superstar Rob Van Dam. RVD meets the man of sophistication, Aiden English, tonight.
Je m'appelle Sylvester Lefort. And right now, I give to you my legionnaires, Scott Dawson and Alexander Rusev.
Look at all those euros.
If Sylvester LaFleur is 160 pounds before he does his hair, he's 180 pounds when it's done.
Look at
There's at least 20 pounds of grease on that man's head.
The team that he has assembled here, the Fighting Legionnaires. I know this looks like the most odd pairing, but still these two extremely efficient. Alexander Rusev, the Bulgarian brute, nearly 300 pounds. And then Scott Dawson, who many have compared to WWE great Arn Anderson in appearance and athletic ability. It speaks for itself. These two have been doing extremely well within the tag team division.
Yeah, great technical wrestling ability actually out of both of these men.
My name is Enzo Amore, and this is... I feel like we're at Cheers right now, guys. How you doing?
When I look at these two sloppy jalopies in the ring, only one word comes to mind.
Do I gotta spell it out for you?
What was that?
You are SAWFT.
Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. It was during that tag team turmoil contest 2 weeks ago that Cassidy and Amore knocked off Rusev and Dawson on their way to the finals of the tag team turmoil. And I imagine Rusev and Dawson looking to exact a bit of revenge here tonight.
Yeah, and a quick story right before this match gets started. I was injured before, and I was down at NXT recuperating. The first time I saw Enzo Amore talk and be who he was and just be around him, I was like, where did they find this kid? If there's one guy that I think has the potential to generate a ton of money here, it's Enzo Amore.
Right now,
fantastic.
In the ring is 7 foot tall, big Cass, as Enzo likes to call him, against Alexander Rusev. This is an interesting matchup.
That's going to be a 7-footer, both probably about the same size weight-wise.
And looking back at that tag team turmoil contest, it was Enzo and Cass that beat CJ Parker and Tyler Breeze, then Rusev and Dawson. Here's the tag.
Yeah, they've come on strong. They were singles competitors, and then they found each other, both kind of believing the same things, teamed up, and now doing very well here.
Enzo got caught by Rusev. Rusev, a Muay Thai and sumo influence in his attack, and now just wailing away on the ribs of Enzo on the ropes.
And another guy that's been very impressive is Rusev. Seen him 3 times, and he went the distance with the show-off Dolph Ziggler. So it's just so much talent down here.
Ooh. In comes big Scott Dawson, looking for the quick cover on Amore. Amore kicks out.
You just love to watch him move. He moves so well, so crisp.
Both these teams now looking to, here's the cover again, and Dawson cannot put away Amore. Now you have to imagine that both these teams hoping to become the new #1 contenders to the NXT Tag Team Champions. Dawson, ooh, nice suplex there, followed up by a big clothesline.
Everything he does.
Another cover, looking to put away Enzo, and Enzo hanging around here.
Is just nasty.
Self-proclaimed Captain Roughneck with Sylvester Lefort in his corner. It seems like the sky's the limit for the Fighting Legionnaire.
Yeah, I love Rusev, Alexander Rusev as well, and I love what he believes in, because I'm a big fan of Greek mythology myself. And he just wants to be remembered.
Here's a cover, Dawson again, and Big Cass breaks it up.
He wants his name to last through the ages. He's not into money. I just think that's so cool.
Ooh. Rusev coming in and knocking off Cass. The referee trying to restore order. Now Rusev tags in legally to this matchup, and Enzo Amore stuck in the middle of the ring. Uh-oh, we've seen this before.
Amore not the biggest of guys.
Heads up! Oh! After the big knees to the ribs, now that huge shot to the gut. And we saw him lock this in on Mason Ryan. He calls this the accolade, and Enzo taps.
Here are your winners, Alexander Rusev and Scott Dawson.
Wow. Well, my guy lost tonight, but I still believe in him. I still believe in Enzo. I think he's great.
Enzo and Colin Cassidy, after what they had done in the tag team turmoil contest, you would have thought that they would be the heavy favorites coming to this one, but Dawson and Rusev have proved themselves, and now this after the match is completely uncalled for. Rusev again to the gut now of Cassidy. Going into lockup, Cassidy again, another accolade.
There's just no need for this. I just don't, I have never understood this as long as I've been here. There's just no need for it. I mean, how tough are you when the guy's out cold? How big and strong are you? Doesn't matter.
Nonetheless, despite their tactics, Rusev and Dawson, with the leadership of Sylvester Lefort, get a nice tag team win here on NXT. But right now, let's check in backstage with our broadcast colleague, Renee Young.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, Sami Zayn.
Renee.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Do you really need to ask?
Come on.
I'm doing great. I'm the #1 contender for the NXT Championship.
So you get the pin on Bo Dallas last week, and now you get to go up against him, #1 contender. What is your plan? What's going to happen here for Sami Zayn?
Well, Renee, the hard part was getting the opportunity, getting that spot, the #1 contender spot. But now I have it. So as far as I'm concerned, the plan is simple. Next week, it'll be me and Bo Dallas for the come on.
Sammy, really not cool what you did to me last week. I thought we were friends. You know, you really hurt my feelings.
Well, Bo, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. It's really not personal. You know, a lot of people don't like you, and I really have no problem with you, Bo. It's not about that. It's simply that you're the NXT champion, and that championship is what I want.
Listen, Sammy, you don't have to do this. Hey, we should team up and go after the tag team titles, and once we win those, we can rule NXT together as friends. What do you say? Come on.
As friends? Well, you know, Bo, gotta be honest with you, that's actually not a bad idea, right? Sami Zayn and Bo Dallas, the NXT Tag Team Champions? I mean, that doesn't sound bad. You know what? I'm in. I am in. Let's do it. But let's do it right after I beat you for that NXT Championship. Sorry, Bo. Gotta do what I gotta do.
Unbelievable.
Rob Van Dam is ready to light up the arena as he makes his first appearance on NXT. But will a certain artiste, Aiden English, look to steal RVD's spotlight? We'll find out next. The Canadian sensation's pursuit of the NXT title comes to a head as Sami Zayn finally gets a shot at champion Bo Dallas. Who walks away with the title? We'll find out next week on NXT.
Ladies and gentlemen, the artiste, Aiden English.
Spotlight, please. It's a thing to see. Yes, it's a thing to be. Sports entertainer in the 21st century. I'm gonna make you clap. I'm gonna make you cheer. You'll kick somebody in the teeth until there's money out the rear. And just when you think that Aiden English should choke, I'll shove my boot right down your throat, and then I'll sing as you choke. Because it's a thing to be. Yes, it's a thing to see. Sports entertainer right here in the
Aiden English ready for our main event here on NXT.
Not a lot guys can hang with him showman-wise, but I think we're about to see one of them.
Welcome Rob Van Dam's personal ring announcer and his numero uno amigo, Ricardo Rodriguez.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present you at this time, making his debut here at NXT, my buddy, Rob Van Dam!
The human highlight reel right here in Orlando, Florida for this main event.
And just like the music says, man, one of a kind, RVD!
I always get so fired up when that...
Here
he comes! With his numero uno amigo, Ricardo
rolling all
Rodriguez.
the R's. Oh, but he might be able to get in the theater with Aiden English, huh? With rolling those R's?
Aiden English is looking to complete a three-peat, so to speak. He wants this to be his glorious third act. It would be quite an achievement for him to knock off RVD, a former world champion.
Yeah, I mean, but taking nothing away, Aiden English to me is fantastic. Like from start to finish, when he comes out, he sings, he's built well. I think this guy has a ton of potential here on NXT. And you know what? This could be an interesting match because RVD has never faced Aiden English.
Rob Van Dam, right here in the NXT arena, the NXT universe, loving it. I love the big RVD hands out in the middle of the ring, man. Rob Van Dam does things in the ring that no other WWE superstar is capable of. That hybrid, very high-tempo offense.
Yeah, the inventor of Rolling Thunder. And on top of that, I wasn't here when he first was here with WWE and ECW and all that. But when he came back, I was so excited for him to come back and to meet him. He's just the coolest guy in the world, man.
You get him back. You get this back. You can't shove him like that. Get it out of here. Be like men. You can't say
Aiden English not exactly being very cool right now. He came down to the ring and he said, Rob Van Dam will sing, you'll sing as you choke. Unbelievable.
He did it artistically, though, and I do respect that. But yeah, not much respect being shown for RVD right now by Aiden English.
RVD with a cover, and Aiden English kicks out.
Oh, whoa, whoa. never know with this guy when you're going to get kicked in the face. And I literally mean that. It could come out of anywhere at any time. I could get kicked in the face at the desk.
Oh, speak of the devil. Aiden English in a world of trouble right now against RVD. Van Dam. Oh! Sending Aiden English for a ride.
Yeah, and there's that hybrid style. We talked about the mixed martial arts background.
Oh! English, his face, I think, went off the apron.
I hope it didn't hurt his vocal cords. That's what I'm concerned
That's
about.
so
Just
important
keep
to
his
you.
vocal
Yes.
cords.
Ricardo Rodriguez looking on with Rob, and RVD has won.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh! RVD's won 16 championships within WWE, not to mention the ECW championship and the WWE championship.
Yeah, 17 years of total experience for this guy. He's been around the world. There's nothing he hasn't done, and I think it's kind of an interesting pairing with Ricardo Rodriguez by his side now.
Why is that?
Well, you know what? When I look at Ricardo Rodriguez, I don't really necessarily see the two of these guys together. But like I talked about earlier, RVD is cool, man.
Here's the cover, hook to the inside leg, and English kicks out.
And Ricardo is as well. Very easygoing guys, both of them.
Ricardo was trying to get away from Alberto Del Rio, and I guess he found an equally cool guy in RVD.
Yeah, and he's not going to take the beating, hopefully, that he did with Alberto.
RVD, oh! Perhaps looking to set up Rolling Thunder. Oh, Aiden English, perhaps very well scouted.
Crowd, yeah, great point. Crowd not liking it, but again, a veteran move.
Aiden English looks like he's trying to take a walk. RVD, his first appearance here at Full Sail University inside the NXT arena.
Even when English isn't singing, he sounds like he's this opera artist.
Aiden English using the second rope to his advantage.
He's got that high, squeaky, Weasley voice.
This is my show!
English looking for a suplex. Textbook form. Here's the cover, shoulders down, and RVD stays alive.
And can you imagine, Tom, like, we're both rookies at commentary right here, and if John Madden was sitting next to us, right, what a cool, unbelievable feeling that would be. That's the feeling that Aiden English has right now and what he's going through. That's a legend in the ring with him, man. So what an opportunity down here at NXT.
If John Madden was here, we could get little pens. So
yeah, you know, I've been trying to get that anyway. I would love that
so
pen.
Much fun.
I know. You see, they're doing it on my iPad. I can point out where the pressure is. It'd be fantastic.
RVD trying to escape Aiden English, but you got to give the artiste a lot of credit. He's grounded the high flyer.
No doubt.
Aiden attempting to get a little bit more leverage here on Van Dam.
Yeah, and win or lose, Aiden English tomorrow, I promise you, is going to wake up a different superstar. He's going to be so confident tomorrow morning. Even if he loses this match, he's still in the ring with one of the best in the world.
Ooh. And another kiss to the crowd. Oh, whoa, rolls him up. Here's the cover, shoulders down. English gets away. Oh, that one caught him flush.
Never going to know. You can never know when you get kicked in the face.
RVD coming in hot. Oh, another kick to the jaw.
Oh, my God.
And Rolling Thunder, yes.
Does not look good for Aiden English right now.
Is he going to go for it? English is halfway across the ring.
I don't know if I've seen one this far before. Whoa!
5-star frog splash!
Well. Here is your winner, Rob Van Dam!
What a way to bring the evening to a close. None other than the human highlight reel, Rob Van Dam.
Great seeing RVD at NXT, but not a bad showing for Aiden English. Another guy that I think has tremendous potential from start to finish when he comes through. He's an entertaining character here, and it's just awesome getting to see him have an opportunity with RVD.
Rob Van Dam, big win here on NXT in Orlando, Florida. Let's take another look back at this. Aiden English looked like he might have been able to put away the former world champion, but RVD relentless coming back.
Rolling Thunder, yeah, the famous Rolling Thunder, the signal by twirling the fingers around, which sets up the 5-star.
Look at the air he got on this. And the distance he had to cover to reach Aiden English, unbelievable.
Tremendous athlete.
Rob Van Dam with Ricardo Rodriguez by his side. For Alex Riley, I'm Tom Phillips. Good night from NXT.